In this video, I will show you how to do the wheel guard for your two-wheel robot. So your two-wheel robot looks like this, and we're gonna learn how to do the wheel guard, so the wheel guard will protect your wheels. So go ahead, right click on your parent folder right here where it says the name of your robot and say new component. And let's put wheel guards. And the reason why you're creating a new component is any piece that you're printing separately and the wheel guard you need to print separately need to be its own component, because you can't print it with the rest of the body. Then you can't actually get into the wheels and actually do the wheel guard. So that's why you made a new component. Now go to create a sketch. And let's select, instead of selecting the plane over here, let's select this surface. You see how that surface right here? I selected that surface because that's where the wheel guard is going to go. And now let's go to a rectangle, right? And let's do center rectangle. And let's go to the center of this. You see this little wheel guard mount piece that we created, right? So let's go to the center of that and let's use tab to give some parameters for this wheel guard. So I'm going to press tab, and you see how it says 25.324? That's the height, right? Let's instead of doing that, let's say wall height, right? Remember chassis wall height? It should be 40, right? And then let's press tab again to go to that thickness. And I think we made a parameter called I don't think we actually made a parameter. Did we make a parameter called wheel guard thickness? No, right? So let's actually, well, for right now, let's say 6 millimeters. That's fine. But I'm gonna make that new parameter, that wheel guard thickness. So let's do that first. So let's press S. I'm going to make the electronics invisible by clicking over here so you can have a clear visual. Let's press S, right? And then put change parameters, and then go to, let's add another parameter called or actually it's the same thing as the chassis thickness, right? So let's make it, yeah, let's click on this, right? And let's put a chassis thickness. So let's make it the same as the chassis thickness. All right, so now I have this square thing right here, right? That will be the start of your wheel guard. Now let's press E, and then let's put 20. So basically you made it come out another 20. So remember it was 20 over there, and let's make that 20 parametric again. So double click and let's make that 20 instead of 20. Let's call it what it is. It's wheel guard attachment, right? So it's all together, it's 20 over here. So it was 20 over there and 20 over there. So it's altogether about 40. That's enough clearance, I think, to start making the wheel guard. So now, and you can turn on the electronics to see, oh, with the, and you can go click on the parent file to see, okay, is there enough clearance for the wheel if I make that? I think so. I think there's enough clearance, so that's good. Now let's go back to the wheel guard, right? And then now let's make this feature that we did on the other side too. So let's press S and put mirror, and let's say mirror what feature? Well, this feature over here, and mirror plane. Let's make this the mirror plane, this plane over there, so it's right there. And now what we need to do is we need to join these two together. So let's create a sketch, and then let's go over here, and then let's make a line from the end to there. But instead of saying 155 or whatever that is, let's call it inner chassis length, right? That's 145. But then we need to add, we need to do some math, because that's inner chassis length, but then we had the wall thickness, right? So 2 times 2, and asterisk, go to the asterisk by pressing shift and 8, and then chassis, inner chassis, what's that called? The wall thickness, right? No, what is that called? Inner chassis, no. Wall thickness. What was the chassis thickness? Chassis thickness, yeah. Chassis thickness, and then close parentheses. So that way You see how now that's parametric. Remember that 157 was inner chassis length plus 2 times the chassis thickness, and that's because this thickness from here to here, that's one chassis thickness and that thickness. That's why this line will now line up with that whole line from here to there. Okay, now we did that part. Okay, now we need to do the same thing on this side, right? So start from here, and let's, instead of saying 141, we're gonna say inner chassis length plus within parentheses we're gonna say wall thickness, wall thickness, no, not wall thickness, chassis thickness times, how do you get the times? Shift and 8, 2, and close parentheses, press enter. So now I have both parametric, and now just connect the lines from here to here, and then another line from here to here. Now I have a full thing like this, and then press E, and let's make it parametric by saying chassis thickness, right? Chassis thickness, like that. Oh, I didn't select, when I selected that side, let's go back. I didn't select this part. So when you select, right, you got to select, control select this piece and that piece together, and then press E, and then say chassis thickness. Okay, and then, oh, I don't want, actually I do want the holes, right? So let's go back, and because we want the attachment, right? I see what happened. Yeah, I don't want, I want these holes to be, you know, like you see how these holes I can select, but these holes I need to be able to select too. So let me go back. Yeah, let's fix that. Let's go back before I draw the lines, right? I want to make sure that I project these, because I want these holes to be, you know, cut so that way I can attach them, right? So let's do P to project here, and then let's do P to project that one. So I projected these two lines, and the reason why I did the projection is so I can you know, cut those holes later on. Now let's draw the line now from here all the way to there. But how do I draw the line? You're going to say inner chassis length plus within parentheses 2 times shift with 8, 2 times chassis thickness, press enter, and then it goes right there. So I have the first line right here, and then I'm gonna have the second line right there. So I'm gonna start making the line, and then I'm gonna say inner chassis length plus within parentheses 2 times shift and 8 to get the times thickness, chassis thickness, and then close parentheses, press enter. Now what I want to do is I want to select this piece, and you see how since I projected it, I can just project that piece and that piece together, and then press E, and then let's say chassis thickness like that, and then I will have the holes. You see how the holes are right there, so I can attach it, and then all you have to do is maybe select, maybe fillet that side, right? You can fillet this side by selecting either chamfer or fillet, doesn't matter. Let's try chamfer on this one. Let's say like maybe 3 millimeters on that one, or maybe let's do 5 millimeters on that one. 5 looks bad, so let's do 3 on that one, and then let's do the same thing on here, chamfer, select the edge, and let's do 3 millimeters on that one. So it looks good, and it looks like a real wheel guard. And then now all you have to do is, you don't have to create this whole thing again. Just press S and put mirror, and go to features, and then select the feature that you did. So it's this one right here, and then also I want the chamfer to be done here, and there. And then what's this feature over there? And I selected everything that I did, all the 3D parts that I did. So 4 things, and then mirror plane, select that mirror plane that divides the chassis by half, and then press OK. And you have another wheel guard. Oh, actually, I didn't do one of the pieces. Let me go back and let's fix that. So press S again, mirror. Make sure you select everything instead of so objects, right? Select objects, and then let's do this one, this object, and this mirror that I did here, and that one. That way it's five things, 5 features that you're mirroring. Okay, and then press OK, and you have a wheel guard on the other side, so you don't have to do all the other work. Now let's go back to your main chassis to see if you have everything nice and ready to print, and it looks like you do. The wheels fit inside the wheel guards, and then you can, I mean, if you don't like the thickness of it, you can easily change the thickness, because look, I can press S, right, and say change parameters, and make the let's make the wheel guard attachment, instead of 20, right, let's make it 15. So that way you can see how everything is parametric, meaning that if you make one change on one thing, it will not mess up. You see how it kind of made it skinnier, but now you realize, wait a minute, I may not have enough clearance to put that wheel. So maybe I'm gonna go back and press S again and go to change parameters, and maybe make it like 18 millimeters. So instead of saying 15, right, let's make it 18. So you have a little bit of clearance to put that wheel. Press OK. All right, it looks good. And now you can actually send me this file to print, because your wheel guards are ready. See you on the next video.